Evil, crazed druggie dishes out death to innocent young women in Udon Thani with his flick knife. Police have charged the 31-year-old man, who later claimed remorse and could not explain his actions at the Central Police Station in downtown Udon Thani, with premeditated murder and attempted murder after 2 young women died and 5 sustained knife injuries in his brief reign of terror across the city on Saturday afternoon with an extended flick knife, which he used mercilessly while riding his motorbike. The terror, evil and mayhem caused by Thailand's out-of-control illicit drug industry rose to the surface on a busy Udon Thani street again on Saturday when a long-haired druggie, driven by the evil of delusion-inducing narcotics, dealt the kiss of death to an innocent 16-year-old girl with a flick of his wrist from an extended pocket knife as he sat beside her and her friend on a motorbike while both bikes waited for the red light to turn green. Police restrain and arrest a rabid 31-year-old drug addict, high on methamphetamine in Udon Thani on Saturday afternoon. 31-year-old Ithipul Imfoong used his extended flick knife to slash 16-year-old Anjayabu Nainggoan's throat from a motorbike in traffic, inset, causing her death minutes later while later going on to kill 22-year-old Cholada Hinkin with 1 fatal stab wound to the neck. The druggie went from there to inflict knife wounds on 5 other people before being detained. He was later taken to the police station in the Muang district of Udon Thani where he was questioned and charged by police. A 16-year-old Thai girl riding as a pillion passenger on Saturday afternoon on Si Chom Chun Road, just behind the Udon Thani Provincial Prison, had no idea that she had just minutes to live as her friend's motorbike stopped at a red light at the road intersection in the busy center of the northern city at approximately 1:30 p.m. Seconds later, another motorbike, ridden by 31-year-old Mr. Ithipul Imfoong from the Nong Bua So district, pulled up beside them with his 29-year-old friend riding pillion. 2 blows within seconds spelt death and injury to 2 innocent young girls on a motorbike. Just seconds after that, Mr. Ithipul lashed out with his flick knife, slashing Anjayabu Nainggoan's throat while next slashing the motorbike driver, 17-year-old Miss Nator Adifopram, wounding her across the face and mouth. CCTV footage from the road shows the 29-year-old pillion passenger on the attacker's bike clambering off and walking to the side of the road while the 2 injured young girls stand there, in the middle of the road, holding the motorbike in a state of shock, each clutching their lower face area. CCTV shows 16-year-old, in her last moments, walking dazed, across the street, clutching her throat. Then, the 16-year-old Ms. Anjaya, more seriously injured, walks quickly to her side of the road still clutching her neck and weakening while her friend lets the motorbike drop and also stumbles across the road. The vicious attack by the deranged 31-year-old was only beginning. He sped from the scene and later arrived on the Surakan Road where he set upon a 22-year-old woman, Cholada Hinkin, outside a shop front called Nimit Air. He killed her with 1 clinical blow to the neck with his bloodied knife. She died instantly on the spot according to medical personnel who later retrieved her body. The killer went on to attack 5 other people throughout the city, triggering a police emergency response and search party including officers and outraged town people. Udon Thani police, helped by outraged locals, hunted down the rabid killer who was restrained and arrested. The deputy director of the Royal Thai Police, at the city centre police station in Udon Thani, Lieutenant Colonel Patanaphan Chanpram, led the operation. It was not long before they cornered the rabid killer at the Ruam Chai Pharmacy on Prajak Silapakham Road in Udon Thani near the Chalum Frakiat roundabout. He was brought under control by police using steel rods and batons. Arrested, he was quickly withdrawn from the scene in a patrol car and ferried to the Central Police Station. Named as 31-year-old Ithipul Imfoong, police confirmed his identity as Ithipul Imfoong from Nong Bua So district in Udon Thani. Officers retrieved the extended flick knife, which still had traces of blood on it, from his person. He told officers in what they described as a meandering and incoherent statement that he worked on a pig farm in Konkan, owned by his uncle, slaughtering pigs. He told them that he had previously been addicted to amphetamines but had not taken the drug again until this Saturday when he took 2 pills. Druggie tells police he had no idea why he suddenly attacked and killed 2 women while injuring 5. He ultimately explained to police that he had no idea why he decided to hurt the people as he carried out the attacks, including the killing of 2 young women. He said he was sorry for it. Police also took a witness statement from his 29-year-old pillion passenger who had been on the motorbike when the frenzied attacks began. He said that he was aware that Mr. Ithipal had previously had an issue with drug addiction. He was named as Subin Chakors, also from the Nong So district in Udon Thani. Friends said he was aware that Mr. Ithipal had previous problems with drugs and only belatedly realized the horror of the attack taking place in front of his eyes. He said he had not seen his friend in a long time and they were on their way to an event on his motorbike when he saw the attack take place. At first, Mr. Subin said he thought his friend had simply reached over to touch the cheek of a woman on the other motorbike, but when, to his horror, he saw the true nature of the attack, he got off the motorbike and walked away. He told police that he then saw his friend's motorbike speed off to the left. Police in Udon Thani are still investigating the case and have charged Mr. Ithipal with premeditated murder and attempted murder.